Today I'm looking at a new guitar support, the Support, and this is a guitar support that I've been very interested in trying out, partly in part because it was designed by one of the world's great guitar performers, Thomas Viloteau. And knowing a world-class performer designed it, I knew that I had to check it out. So what I'm going to do in this video is first I'm just going to give you some really quick thoughts on the support and what I think about it, just to get that out of the way. Then I'm going to play something really short just so you can see the guitar support in action. Then I'll do a close-up of the product so you can see it up close, and then I'll have a full discussion and demo of the adjustability of the support, as well as concerns or any concerns I might have about it or comparisons to other supports. Make sure you check out the full review. There's a link for that in the description. At the full review, you can see more options, and you can see the video of Viloteau demonstrating the support. So you can check out all those things. There's also links in the description to where you can purchase it and see more information. First, let me just give you some quick thoughts on the guitar support. So, it's a back-mounted support, of course. I actually find that this guitar support feels better than any guitar support I've ever tried. And I've been using it for about 2 weeks now. And I tried to go back to my ergo play, or I tried to go back to my guitar lift, and I just don't want to. I just want to play this. So you're probably going to see me playing all my videos with this guitar support. It just feels so great. And I think the reason for that is that the guitar support contacts your both legs, which really stops it from slipping. Like it doesn't slip on this side, and it doesn't slip on this side. So it's very secure in your legs. Also, although I was skeptical about the size of the guitar support, the weight of the support, which at first when I put it on, I was like, wow, it's kind of heavy. I don't like that. But actually, I think the weight of the guitar support and the contact on the two legs really makes it sit, puts the center of the weight between your legs, pulling the guitar down, meaning that, you really don't have to hold on to it. The guitar support really just stays in that center there. So again, I think that's part of the reason why it's so secure and feels so good when you play it. So like the weight and the non-slip together is just making it just so great. And the way that it feels is just fantastic. The guitar support also comes with strap options and other adjustability options, which I'll talk about later. But that's my quick summary, is that so far I think this is my favorite guitar support that I've tried, and it feels better than any other one that I've tried yet. And I've tried almost all of them, right? If you've seen my reviews over the past. I'm not saying that I don't have my concerns, and I'm not saying it's for everyone, but like I just said, it feels amazing, and I'm going to be probably using it in all of my videos here and in performance. So that's pretty high praise, but we'll be talking about that more. Now let's just hear some music so you can see me just using the guitar support in a natural setting. Here's a close-up of the support. Let's take a look at it. Take a look at the logo first. There it is. This is the foam padding. This is kind of like a rubberized foam. It works really well to not slip on your leg. So that just goes on like that. Here's one of the suction cups. And if we look at it from the other side, you can see there's the attachment. Now, when I use the support, I actually put the suction cup somewhere else. So all you need to do is unscrew it from the back, because these attachments are threaded. Pop it out, move to a new location, pop it in, thread it on, have these pull tabs facing inward so you can pull your suction cups off, tighten it up, and you're good to go in a new location like that. You might have also noticed that there are these threaded holes as well in the actual support. Those are for these little hooks that come with it and this strap that comes with the support. So you can thread these hooks into here. And then you put the strap around your body to secure the support even more. It's optional, of course, but what a great option, and what a great way to include it by allowing the user to either just add it on or not, totally up to the user or the player. So there's another hook that goes in the top corner of the support over here, and you can strap both sides in to secure it, which I'll show you later in the video, of course. So this is the professional model. They also make an Etude model, which is slightly thinner material, so it's not quite as, this is very rigid and has lots of support, so it's a little bit thinner. It also doesn't have the strap option. So the Etude is a little bit more affordable, but it doesn't have the thicker material and the strap option. I'm going to be talking about the straps in just a little bit, so you make sure you watch until you've seen that information so that you know which one that you want to buy. Let's now have a full discussion on the usability of the support. I think I'll just talk first about things that I really like about it, and then we'll get into some possible concerns or improvements or comparisons for that matter. One of the things I really like about it, and I've already talked about the fact that it contacts both legs and it doesn't slip, and that the weight of the support itself just kind of centers the guitar, so I never worry about the guitar falling over while I'm holding it. And also, I love that it doesn't slip on this side. A lot of the time with other guitar supports, I use a little cloth to stop my guitar from slipping around, but I don't need that anymore. It really just stays in place, and it also just feels a little bit elevated. That might improve the sound of the instrument, I'm not sure, but nevertheless, it feels a little bit elevated, which is really nice too. So in terms of ergonomics as well, I really like the gentle curve on this, rubber foam here. That gentle curve fits onto my leg really nicely. Some other guitar supports, I really don't like the leg aspect of it. Even on the guitar lift, which I like the guitar lift, but I don't like how it hugs my leg in such an intense way. I like this gentle curve, and it also allows my leg to really contact this side and this side of it in a very gentle way, making lots of contact to ensure that it doesn't slip, but it just feels really comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's digging into the side of my leg or anything like that. And the more that if I put it out this way more, away from me, it contacts in various different parts of the support. If I tuck it in a lot, it contacts it on other areas. Because there's so much of it, you always have a whole bunch of contact points, no matter where you put it on your body. It's great because, it comes along with a very large size, but it means that no matter how you hold your guitar, you're going to be probably contacting a lot of that rubber foam material, making the guitar just really secure and just, you can always feel it. You can really feel it, which is good. It takes a while to adjust the guitar support and get it in the right spot. And I'll talk about that more in just a second. But if you're trying it out for the first time, just make sure you know that it's going to take you a day or two to really discover how you like to use it. It took me quite a while. The very first time I tried it, I couldn't figure it out. It's like, it didn't make logical sense to me. I was moving it around and it was tough for me to find a good position for it. But then after more experimenting, I found it. And once you find it, you'll get very used to it. And now that I've been using it for like 2 weeks, I don't even have to have sometimes I'll put like a sticky tab to mark where it is, but I kind of know exactly where this and this lines up on the instrument, and I can just pop it on super easy. So now a couple of things. I'm quite short, and this is a small scale guitar. This is a 630 instrument, and with a smaller body. So I think in some ways the guitar support just barely fits for me. I also like my guitar very high. So there's like a whole bunch of little weird variables when it comes to me, and I'll demonstrate the support on a larger instrument in just a second. But I'm almost at the max, but it is working. So I changed one of the suction cups that might usually go here, and I put it down here, I guess. I know that other people use two of them up here. Like when Viloteau is demonstrating, you can see him have both suction cups up here, which I think might be really good because it might add even more stability to this top, because it doesn't flex very much, but the suction cup flexes a little bit. Having two up there would probably be beneficial to the security of the support. But because I like my support so high, the adjustment is a little bit different. So here it is on a full-size guitar now. So now I have both suction cups located here, which offers, I think, maybe even more stability. And on a full-size guitar, this is a little bit more of like the design of the support, because I have a lot more leeway in terms of that. It's jutting out a lot less, but I'm still making all that full contact. So yeah, on a full-size guitar, I think it works with both suction cups there, but that's great. It's so easy to undo these suction cups and just move them around that I'm totally able to use it on my small scale guitar as well. Make sure you go see the full review so you can see what it looks like when Viloteau plays it, because he just has like a small portion of this pop out of the guitar, whereas mine's really jutting out quite a bit because I like my guitar so high and this is a smaller body and I'm so short. So nevertheless, it's really great that it works for him, but it also works for me because that means it works for a variety of body types and a variety of guitars. Now, the guitar's support is quite large, and of course that's like the first skeptical thing that I thought about when I saw it, is that like, oh no, it's so massive. But I've already explained that that's probably the reason it feels so amazing. So I don't even have any complaints there. In fact, I can't believe I would even say this, but I would almost recommend they make it even larger, maybe making the angle point up this way more and go a little bit higher, because you see, like, if I wanted it too much higher, I would have to really max that out. Also, I like having the guitar quite over here, maybe because, I don't know, I have freakishly short arms or something. I have no idea. But I like having the guitar support quite over this direction. So I have it really snug up against the body. When you see other people use it, the whole support can sometimes extends away from the guitar, whereas mine is quite snug. I'm still making full contact over here though, but I'm also like fully extended over here. So I'm at the extreme end of that. When you attach the support to the back of your guitar, it doesn't matter if this rubber part is inward in your guitar, because the design allows it to, it's actually not touching the top of my guitar right now. Even though it's on there right over here, it's not actually touching the top. There's just enough room there that it doesn't touch. So that means you can put it quite over. And surprisingly, as you bring the guitar in, because the guitar is even at the slightest angle, you still make contact with that rubber foam, even if it's inward on the guitar. So I don't really see that as a problem. I thought it would be, but it's truly not. So that's really great. When you adjust the guitar support, you just pull these tabs, and if you leave the top one there, you can like make some adjustments while keeping your general spot. So if I wanted it, much shorter, or both suction cups up here, I could have it like that. And then suddenly you can see the angle of my guitar is much over, like in that way. But I like my guitar quite steep, and I like it up quite high. And I like having the neck over this way a little bit, so that's the position that I have it in. And then you just raise it like that. And then I'm back into my regular position, which feels really, really amazing. So now let's take a look at the strap option. So I'm actually using it right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's attached to the instrument. So here's the strap attached to this hook. And then here it is attached to this one. And really comfortable, kind of slightly, this band has a little bit of elasticity to it. So it flexes a little bit. And so there's a number of things I'm skeptical about when it comes to the support. It was the size of it and then the strap. I was a little skeptical, but actually, shockingly, it feels kind of amazing. It's like now the guitar, now you really, it's not going to go anywhere now. It's like so secure. I can even kind of stand up and like take my hands off. But I mean, like, it's so secure now. And I didn't think I would use it, but actually, maybe I would. I have to use it more to get used to it, but it's shocking how secure the guitar really is now. Now it's like, it's just dead center. So, I don't know. I think like definitely in certain situations, like if I was playing a gig and I was sitting on a weird chair, or I'm wearing dress pants that are super slippery and something's not feeling secure, get the strap out, strap it on, and then it's going to be secure no matter what you're sitting on. If you're sitting like kind of like way too high or something, then you can still feel super secure. So as like a gigging professional musician, I'd say like, I definitely want the strap option. I'm going to carry it in my case all the time. I want it around in case I need it. I might even get to the point where I'm just like, it just feels so secure that I just want to use it. Even maybe if in like recording situations, I just want so much security and I want the guitar to be so tightly with me that maybe I'll just end up using it all the time. It's amazing that he included it as an option because, again, I was so skeptical, but now I'm really considering using it all the time. So, really cool option, and I'd highly recommend that you get the support that has the option for the strap because, yeah, I mean, I definitely am not going to go to a gig without it because what if I need it? It's so good. Like, it's so good to have it. So, very cool option, and I was so skeptical, but now I'm so won over by it. Even just talking to you right now, I'm like, I just have no concern about where my guitar is going. I could be doing all sorts of things and messing around, leaning over a whole bunch, and like, oh, the guitar it's not going anywhere, even though I'm like leaning over. It's pretty useful in that regard. So, I hope you experiment with it as well. So far, super high praise. I'm really loving this support, so I'm giving it lots of praise. Do I have any concerns? Well, not really. I mean, obviously the size of the support is the biggest downside, and it's not like you can just like chuck it in your handbag or something like that, or in your case. Maybe it could fit in your case on top, but I probably wouldn't personally do that. That said, I mean, when people use a guitar support, they want it to be secure and they want it to be comfortable and to fit properly. And this one delivers on that. So I'm going to use it. I don't care what size it is. I'm going to lug it around because I want the thing that works best. So that's not really a concern, but it's just a reality of this particular support. Will it come off? I've been using it for 2 weeks and the suction cups haven't come off once. I think we already know from other back-mounted supports like the guitar lift that back-mounted suction cups don't seem to really come off very much. Maybe on certain types of finish, like if you have a matte finish, they won't stick very well. You'll have to probably use like a some kind of cling wrap on your guitar to make it work. But on my French polish here, it's sticking really well. And mine's a few years old, so it is a little bit porous, but like it seems to just stay on. So I'm not concerned about that at all. In terms of comparisons to other supports, in many ways, it's super simplistic. Once you learn how to put it on your guitar, it's super simplistic. So design-wise, like I'm just super happy with it. There's no concern there. In comparison to other supports, I don't think it really compares to any other supports. Some people might make the comparison to the guitar lift just because like the materials are similar and it's back-mounted. But I think it's a really different design because of all the contact points all around. And the completely different ergonomic feel of the support. I just don't really think of them as being similar, despite similar materials. But I think it's a completely different design, and I wouldn't say that you have to choose between one or the other. I think that they're different enough that you'll just want to try them out. I really love this one for all the reasons I've already said, so I'm going to be playing on this. The only other concern I might point out is that I suppose on like a very tiny percentage, like 0.05% of people or something, that maybe it won't be in the right position for you. Like I said, on my small scale guitar, I'm really small too, that I'm almost maxed out, and I've experimented a lot with it, putting it in various positions, but I'm just about at the limit of it. So therefore, if you're even maybe smaller than me and like your guitar even higher, like I said, I think I'm at the extreme end of that. But nevertheless, on a very small percentage of people, maybe it won't work for you. But that's true of any guitar support. All guitar supports have their limitations. The thing about this one is that it was designed by a professional player, and it works so well, so that I think that you should give it a try, even if it ends up maybe not working. The opportunity for having something that feels this good is there. So that is my review of the Support. My favorite new guitar support that I'm going to use both in my videos and in performance. I love the way it feels. I was skeptical about the size. I was skeptical about the straps, but I'm completely won over. And I hope that you'll give it a chance and try it out, because I really think that it feels better than anything I've tried before. And the way that it's just so secure is amazing. So check it out. There's links for all of that in the description. And I think you'll be seeing it a lot on my YouTube channel in the future. Or if you see me in person, I'll be playing it in concert.